Hi, guys. We're back. And we're going to continue with Taurus. All right, Taurus. This week, you can break out of your routine. Taurus, you're ready to surprise everyone. This week begins as the sun in Leo forms an opposition with achievement-oriented Saturn in Aquarius. Today, you're wondering if you have the energy to stay on the career path that you're on. Higher ups in your company keep asking for more, but there's only so much productivity they can squeeze out of one person. Taurus, you may feel blocked as you have already devoted a lot of time and energy to this path. Today, release this issue to the universe. Venus in Virgo, excuse me, in your house of romance makes a trine to Uranus in your own sign of Taurus on Monday. You and your sweetheart may want to play hooky today. This is an excellent day to explore a part of the city that you're not familiar with. Track down a high-end food truck that serves Indian street food or some exotic culinary delight. Then do some window shopping as you walk hand in hand in the warm summer sun. You're making memories. That's so nice. Very good, Taurus. Okay, on to Gemini. All right, Gemini, your words are carried on by the winds this week. Your ideas could circle the globe. That's a strong wind. This week begins as the sun in Leo forms an opposition with didactic Saturn in Aquarius. Here we go. There's going to be 100 descriptions for Saturn. Someone in authority is trying to put the kibosh on your plans. This person may know more, have a degree, or even a badge. They represent an immovable obstacle. This is not a day to argue with an authority figure. All right, Venus in Virgo in your house of family harmony makes a trine to Uranus in Taurus in your house of imagination on Monday. This could be a magical day where the family comes together and wonderful feelings are shared. You could do lunch at the park and feed the ducks at the local pond. You could share stories around a fire pit. As you look up at the stars, Gemini, this could be a night of happy memories. It's all about memories this week, guys. Memories. So nice. Okay, on to Cancer. This week, shiny objects and things of value are within your grasp. Cancer, you could gain a windfall. Let's see what Saturn's description is this time. This week begins as the sun in Leo forms an opposition with miserly Saturn in your house of resources. Something you want to do may be outside your budget. And while you could probably cobble together enough to acquire this, deep down, you know you should stay on budget. The challenge for you, Cancer, is sometimes emotion can rule your decisions. By today, it's good to listen to Saturn, as Saturn's goal is to help you become financially secure. Thank you, Saturn. Venus in Virgo in your house of communication makes a trine to Uranus in Taurus in your house of technology. Love it or hate it, technology is here to stay. Cancer, this is a good day to get knee deep in learning how to navigate your phone. Use productivity apps or download a spending tracker. Today, you may try your hand at editing video, making music on your computer, or doing art on your tablet. Very cool. All right, on to Leo, peeps. Leo, you are the master negotiator this week. Take your place at the head of the table. This week begins as the sun in Leo forms an opposition with Sirius Saturn in your house of partnerships. Today, you may have a discussion with your sweetheart about the long-term prospects of your relationship. This is where you lay out guidelines leading to living together, sharing finances, or putting together a prenup. Allow for an open discussion today. Leo, not all of the things can be solved in one day, but this is a place to start. All right, with Venus in Virgo in your house of cash money, making a trine to Uranus in Taurus. You feel like spending some money today. Something shiny has caught your eye. Could be a ring, new phone case, or a beautiful red Tesla Model Y. Take a friend with you so they can talk you out of anything that pushes you completely over the budget. Very sound advice. Okay, on to Virgo. This week, give yourself a break. Virgo, indulge yourself by doing what you want to do. This week begins as the Sun in Leo forms an opposition with Taskmaster Saturn in your house of productivity. Virgo, you don't feel like doing anything today, which is very unlike you. You may want to spend the day in your pajamas, lying in a hammock under a shady tree. You could lock yourself away and play a video game that takes you to a magical world where you're the boss and your magic is admired by the kingdom. In other words, have fun today. Venus in your own sign of Virgo and in your house of confidence, when it makes a trine to Uranus in Taurus, the week has begun, yet you're still in a rule-breaking mood. You are challenging other people's expectations and breaking your own dogmatic rules. Who says you can't have dessert for breakfast? Right? That's what I'm talking about. All right, on to Libra. Breakfast, ice cream. I don't think I can do it. All right, Libra, you may be picking up a new hobby. This week, you could find a hidden talent. This week begins as the Sun in Leo forms an opposition with party pooper Saturn in your house of fun. Today, the baseball game is rained out. The park is closed for maintenance, or the car won't start. Libra, there's some impediment in your way. And while, of course, you could make an adjustment, it doesn't make it any less annoying. If you're planning ahead, plan with Saturn in mind. Do Saturn things like rock climbing, working in the office to catch up on paperwork. Venus in Virgo in your house of escapes makes a trine to Uranus in Taurus. Today, you could be quite enthusiastic about a new topic or hobby. Libra, you could discover a musical instrument or an art technique that has you walking on a cloud with excitement. Today, it's a good idea to indulge in some extra playtime, especially to make up for yesterday. What did you do yesterday? All right, on to Scorpio, guys. Scorpio, your powers of perception are unparalleled. This week, you see the way forward. This week begins with the Sun in Leo forming an opposition with paternal Saturn in your area of family. Some days it feels like your family doesn't understand you, but you don't have to give up on them to leave the nest. Scorpio, this is about believing in yourself and following your path. Today, you can find a way to focus on a cherished goal and take flight. Venus in Virgo in your house of friendships makes a trine to Uranus in Taurus in your house of relationships. Today, you have great relationship energy. If you're looking for love, a chance meeting could lead to something extraordinary. If you're already dating, it's time to surprise your sweetheart with a little gift, or better still, words from your heart. Scorpio, this is your opportunity to deepen this love relationship. Very nice. On to Sagittarius. All right, Sagittarius, you like to deal in big concepts and possibilities, but this week, it's the small things that bring results. This week begins with the Sun in Leo forming in opposition with exacting Saturn in your house of communication, paperwork, and contracts. You may be struggling through some legal language or government paperwork today. Sagittarius, you know you could redo this to make it more efficient and pleasant, but that's not your job. Accept this task as is, and you'll get through it in no time. Venus is in Virgo in your house of career, making a trine to Uranus in Taurus in your house of work. If you don't feel like going to work today, you want a change of routine to do something you really enjoy. Sagittarius, give yourself a break today and find a few hours to sit and meditate on bringing more joy to your life. Make a list of what you love to do and allow the universe to bring you opportunities to make these activities profitable. It's all about money. All right, on to Capricorn. This week, you're ready to handle more. Capricorn, you're stepping up to take charge. This week begins with the Sun in Leo, forming an opposition with penny-pinching Saturn in your house of money. That's not good. Today, you may be trying to rationalize your way to purchasing something outside of your budget. It's always about spending too much, isn't it? It's a question of needs versus wants. Be practical and consider if you can find a way to write it off your taxes or rent it out for extra income. Capricorn, you could win Saturn over with a good argument. With Venus in Virgo in your house of knowledge, making a trine to Uranus in Taurus in your house of romance. If you're looking for love, you might meet someone connected to a seminar, exercise class, or summer study program. Capricorn, if you're already in a love relationship, then use this positive energy to learn more about each other. Share information about your childhood. Talk about things that you like. So if you're ever quizzed on your sweetheart's favorites, you'll know the correct answers. You better know those answers. All right, on to Aquarius. Do not forget any of that stuff. Aquarius, a resource is being offered to you. This week, you can take it and run. I like that. This week begins with the Sun in Leo forming in opposition with skeptical Saturn. Today, a lack of confidence could cost you, even though others are ready to stand up and give a testimonial of your good qualities and initiative. You have feet of clay. Surprisingly, you may be the one giving excuses why it's not the right time or that you're not the right person. Aquarius, it's time to believe your friends rather than that devil on your shoulder. With Venus in Virgo in your house of resource, making a trine to Uranus in Taurus in your house of family. Today, you could receive a gift from a family member that could amount to something of great value. This may grow to become a passive income source, but you're possibly worried there are strings attached. That's usually the situation. It's important to openly communicate your concerns, of course. All right. Last but not least, Pisces. This week, you can be happy and productive. Pisces, you're finding your groove. Oh, that's nice. This week begins with the Sun in Leo forming an opposition with anxious Saturn in your house of the unknown. Today, you can get caught in the worry trap, nervously thinking about things that are outside of your control. Pisces, you might try meditation, journaling, phoning a friend, or a combination of all of these. Pull yourself out of the worry spiral. Remember what Mark Twain said, I've had a lot of worries in my life, most of which never happened. Venus in Virgo in your house of relationships makes a trine to Uranus in Taurus in your house of communication. You could be on cloud nine from a single text or a cutie whispering in your ear. Romance can ensue. Pisces, you might want to take the afternoon off to go hand in hand, skipping along the boardwalk with your sweetheart. That's so nice. All right. That is going to do it for the 73rd edition of the horoscope report. I think it was horoscope. I can't remember what I said that day. All right, guys, that brings us to a very special part of Englishing with Jing's program, Vocabulary. 73rd edition of Vocabulary, and the topic is Olympics. Okay, guys. We're going to get it started with a very proper word. Olympiads. Olympiads. Say it with me, everybody. Olympiads. Very good. Okay, Olympiads is one of the 4-year interval between Olympic Games by which time was reckoned in ancient Greece. A quadrennial celebration of the modern Olympic Games, a competition or series of competitions resembling an Olympiad, especially in variety or challenge. Olympiad. All right, going on to number 2, competition. Competition. Say it with me, everybody. Competition. Very, very good. Okay. Competition is the effort of 2 or more parties acting independently to secure the business of a third party by offering the most favorable terms. It's not what I was looking for. Okay, a contest between rivals. Competition. That's the best one. All right. Moving on to 3, medal table. Medal table. Say it with me, everybody. Medal table. And by the way, we looked at the medal table. First thing. Okay. Now I'm having technical difficulties. Bear with me. Okay. A medal table is a visual depiction or ranking of the number of medals won by certain teams at a multi-event competition, especially the Olympic Games. All right. On to number 4, training. Training. Say it with me, everybody. Training. Perfect. Okay. Training is the state of being trained to work to make yourself better for competition. Training. Okay. Number 5, pride. Pride. Say it with me, everybody. Pride. Okay. Very, very good. We all have a little bit of that, I think. Pride is the quality or state of being proud. Inordinate self-esteem, a reasonable or justifiable self-respect, delight or elation arising from some act, possession, or relationship. Proud or disdainful behavior or treatment. Pride. That's a strong, heavy word right there. Okay, on to number 6, glorious. Glorious. Say it with me, everyone. Glorious. Very good. Okay, glorious is marked by great beauty or splendor, delightful, wonderful, possessing or deserving glory, or entitling one to glory. Glorious. All right, on to number 7, inspiration. Inspiration. Say it with me, everybody. Inspiration. Perfect. Inspiration, the quality or state of being inspired. The act of drawing in. A divine influence or action on a person believed to qualify him or her to receive and communicate sacred revelation. The act of influencing or suggesting opinion. Inspiration. Okay. On to number 8, dedication. Dedication. Say it with me, everybody. Dedication. So good. Okay. Hi, Ethan. Welcome to the show, buddy. Maybe I can even wave. I don't know. There we go. All right. Dedication is an act or rite of dedicating to a divine being or a sacred use, a devoting or setting aside for a particular purpose. Dedication. All right, that brings us to number 9, intense. Intense. Say it with me, everybody. Intense. Very, very good. Okay. Intense is existing in an extreme degree, having or showing a characteristic in extreme degree, marked by or expressive of great zeal, energy, determination, or concentration. Intense. Awesome. On to number 10, rivalries. Rivalries. Such a great word. Say it with me, everybody. Rivalries. Okay. Acceptable. Rivalry is the act of rivaling, the state of being a rival. Competition. Rivalry. Usually this is the team or country that you want to beat the most. You have intense competition between each other. Rivalry. Okay. On to number 11, friendship. See, rivalries and friendship. Friendship. Say it with me, everybody. Friendship. That's it. Such a beautiful word. Okay, friendship is the state of being friends, the quality or state of being friendly. Friendship. This is when you like somebody and they like you back. All right, number 12, honor. Honor. Say it with me, everybody. Honor. These are really heavy words this week. Okay, honor is a showing of usually merited respect, privilege. A person of superior standing, now used especially as a title for a holder of high office. One whose worth brings respect or fame. Honor. Very, very good. And last but not least, guys, commemorate. Commemorate. Say it loud, say it proud. Commemorate. I don't know if I was loud, but I was definitely proud. Okay. Commemorate means to call to remembrance, to mark by some ceremony or observation. Commemorate. We commemorate all of the past Olympics, for example. All right, guys, that is going to do it for the 73rd edition of Vocabulary. And that means we finally get to talk about the Olympics. All right. Woo, I need a stretch after those heavy words and a drink of coffee. All right, Olympics. Such a fun time. Fun time. All I can really say about the Olympics is it was very important back in the United States when I was a kid. Everybody watched the Olympics. These days, I don't know if so many people are watching. For some reason, the importance has went down back home. But I can tell you one thing, in Europe, it is alive and well. I think most of the world really loves the Olympics. And there's still a great deal of people that do back home. Don't get me wrong. It's just not as popular as it once was. But I wish that it was, because these are all tests of strength. endurance, concentration. This is what shows who the best athletes in the world are. It shows who they are. It really does. You have lots of team games in this world, a lot of individual games, but the Olympics is special. It has team games and individual games, and it's all about strength, endurance, concentration, sheer will. So cool. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the Olympics. Okay, I'm just going to go through the sports that we have for the summer games. There's so many. Okay, just for summer games. Yes, I agree. That's another thing, Celia. This joins everybody in the world and builds friendships. I promise you that teams whose governments don't like each other are still friends right now in Tokyo. They are all hanging out and having fun. Well, maybe not. COVID restrictions, maybe not, but they normally do. And this brings the whole world together, and it's great. You are correct. Okay, here's the games that we play just for the Summer Olympics. 3-on-3 basketball, archery, artistic gymnastics. And by the way, people, what is your favorite sport? Chime in. I'm really curious. My favorite sport, before I continue, for Summer Olympics, I'm not going to say basketball or baseball or football, any of that stuff, because I can watch those anytime. The cool thing about the Olympics is there's a lot of individual sports that you'll never see professional or on the television or online. Having said that, I don't know, maybe volleyball. And they do have professional volleyball teams here in Europe, and they are on TV. So I can't really use that one for living in Europe. But back home, we have a guest on Zoom? No. Oh, I guess we had one, but they're gone. Okay, stand by. Let me know. All right. Darn it, somebody was going to tell me their favorite one. Or, okay, maybe shooting is fun to watch. Rugby's cool. Rowing's cool. I really like water polo. It's tough for me to say which one. Table tennis. I love playing table tennis, by the way. Okay, back to the sports. Archery, another cool one. Artistic gymnastics, another cool one. Artistic swimming. Athletics, badminton, another cool one. Baseball, softball, basketball, beach volleyball, that's another cool one. BMX freestyle, BMX racing, boxing, canoe, kayak, flat water, weightlifting, says Celia. Is that your favorite, weightlifting? It was fun to watch weightlifting this year so far. Diving, equestrian, fencing, football, golf, handball, hockey, judo's cool, karate's cool, marathon swimming, modern pentathlon, okay, the mountain bike, rhythmic gymnastics, road cycling, rowing, rugby, sailing, shooting, skateboarding. First year for skateboarding, by the way. There's actually a few. BMX is new, skateboarding's new, surfing's new. That's the next one I'm going to say, or sports climbing. Surfing's new. That's awesome. There's Olympic surfing. What? Swimming, table tennis, taekwondo, regular tennis, track cycling, trampoline, triathlon, volleyball, water polo, weightlifting, and wrestling. Wrestling's cool too, by the way. I don't know. I like triathlon, so much. Volleyball. Not sure which one's my favorite. Let's see what happens when we click it. Archery. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's some cool stuff. You have to be so accurate. You really do. I don't think I'm showing this to everybody. Okay, never mind. Actually, no, we're going to. Yeah. We're going to check this out. 1 second. Okay. Bear with me. All right, here we go. 3-on-3 basketball. Okay, we all know basketball. Archery. I know, right? Trampoline. Celia, I didn't know. That must be new this year too. Is that new? Have they always had trampoline? I don't remember trampoline. I don't know. And I have to be honest, until I moved to Europe, I wasn't watching the Olympics every day. I would watch a little bit, but not so much. That's how it is in America now. Especially if the Olympics are in some faraway place from the United States, it's tough to stay awake to watch it or wake up early to watch it. Bleh, not fun. But every other country does. That's for sure. Like I heard, actually, no, I saw a video. This is the only result-oriented thing I'm going to talk about, but only because of the sheer joy that was expelled afterwards. Brazil won the gold medal in surfing, the first surfing. And the competition didn't start until 3 a.m. Brazil time. All of those people either stayed up to watch it all night or they woke up at 3 a.m. to watch it. And they showed them all celebrating in the streets at 4 a.m. It wasn't even a light outside yet. That's awesome. That is so cool. All right, let's see. Artistic gymnastics. We know this. Yeah. Okay. He got an Olympic tattoo on his back. Ooh, I don't know if I would have done that. Okay. By the way, does everybody know what the rings symbolize? Celia, what do the rings mean? Enlighten me. I know. I think you do too. Just if you know, write it. If not, no big deal. All right. What's athletics? This just must be track and field, right? Yeah, okay, running. That's what I thought. All right. No, the ones we know, I'm not going to click on. We know badminton, we know baseball, basketball, beach volleyball, BMX freestyle. This must be new. I'm not going to read on it, but I'm pretty sure that is new. BMX racing, okay, that's one's tricks and one's speed, of course. Boxing, we know. Canoeing, we know. Diving, we know. Equestrian, horse riding, we know. Fencing, football, golf, handball, hockey, judo, karate, martial arts here. Marathon swimming, modern pentathlon, mountain bike, rhythmic. We know all these. These have been around for a long time. Road cycling, rowing, rugby, sailing, we know. Shooting, skateboarding. Sport climbing. I don't know if that was ever a thing. That might be new too. Yeah, I think so. Pretty sure. That's interesting though. Rock climbing is not easy. Okay, where was I? Sport climbing. Surfing's brand new. Swimming, we know. Table tennis, we know. Taekwondo, martial art, tennis, track cycling, trampoline. That must be new. Oh, I know that trampoline. Okay, never mind. That's been around forever. I thought it was like the big trampoline and people were jumping on the trampoline, doing flips and stuff. That would have been new. All right, trampoline's always been around. Okay. Triathlon, we know. Volleyball, water polo, weightlifting, and wrestling. Okay, we know all these. I really like those dummies they draw. I know, me too. And they've always had those dummies for a long time anyway. Yeah, they're cool. That's funny. Really funny, Celia. Okay. Celia, do you know what the rings stand for? If not, I'm going to count to 10. If you don't say it, I'm going to say it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nope. Ah, the 5 continents. The 5 continents of the world. Now, I am very not okay. How to say this? I'm not in agreement with that meaning 5 continents, because really in my mind there's 7 continents. One nobody's ever going to live on, Antarctica, but the Olympics count North and South America as one continent, and that's just not true. Okay, there's like a little tiny piece of land that connects them, but they're definitely 2 separate continents. Should be 6 Olympic rings, if you ask me. But yeah, that's what they mean. Not many people know that. I've asked a lot of people, and they're like, oh, come on, that's old. All right, guys. Is your city in the race for the next Summer Olympics? I'm asking everybody. Doesn't matter where you're from. It's so hard to win, to be the host of the Olympics. This is what makes me feel so bad for Tokyo, for Japan. It's so hard to be the Olympic host. There's a whole list of cities that all put their applications in to be the host city. And Tokyo won. And Tokyo needed something positive, especially after a few tragedies that they've had in Tokyo pertaining to earthquakes and things that happened, like the Fukushima disaster in 2011. I was really wanting something good for this country, and they just happened to get the Olympics when the coronavirus happened, and that's sad. I really do feel bad for them. But okay, this was fate, I suppose. Okay, let's see. Here we go for host cities. Okay, let's see. And this is a list of the host cities of the Olympic Games, both summer and winter, since the modern Olympics began in 1896. There have been 28 Summer Olympic Games held in 23 cities. And see, there's not many cities that get this privilege, and 23 Winter Olympics held in 20 cities. In addition, 3 summer and 2 winter editions of the Games were scheduled to take place, but later canceled due to war. Crazy. The 2020 Summer Olympics in Tokyo were postponed for the first time in the Olympics history due to the COVID-19 pandemic. See what I mean? Ugly. Okay, 5 cities have been chosen by the International Olympic Committee to host upcoming Olympic Games. Beijing for the 2022 Winter Olympics. Very cool. Paris for the 2024 Summer Olympics. Milan Cortina for the 2026 Winter Olympics. Los Angeles for the 2028 Summer Olympics. And Brisbane for the 2032 Summer Olympics. Additional 2 cities have been chosen by the committee to host the upcoming youth games. There's youth games too. And there we have also the Paralympics. Is that how you say it? For everybody that has disabilities. And that's awesome, by the way. Okay. The things they can do, mind-blowing. Okay. In 2022, Beijing will become the first city that has held both the Summer and the Winter Olympics. 11 cities will have hosted the Olympic Games more than once. Okay, so some cities have already had it more than once. Don't understand why every 2 years. Not every 2 years. Every 4 years. Every 4 years. Yep. Yep, yep, yep. That goes for summer and winter every 4 years. It's going to be a little weird though. Now it's going to be 3 years after this one. This is why they did not want to cancel this year's Summer Olympics and make it next year. Because if it was the 2022 Olympics, it would only be 2 years before the next one. That would be strange. Okay, the ones that have had the Olympics more than once are Athens in 1896, 2004. That's Greece, of course. Paris has had 1900, 1924, and 2024 three times. Not cool. LA, 1932, 1984, and 2028 Summer Olympics. Cortina d'Ampezzo, 1956 and 2026 Winter. Innsbruck, 1964 and 1976 Winter Olympics. Tokyo, 1964 and 2020 Summer Olympics. Lillehammer, 1994 Winter Olympics and 2016 Youth Olympics. Okay, Gangwon Province, 2018 Winter Olympics and 2024 Winter Youth Olympics. And Beijing has had the 2008 Summer Olympics and 2022 Winter Olympics. Interesting. Beijing has the ability to host either the Summer or the Winter Olympics. That's pretty rare. Okay. Let's see. Stockholm hosted the 1912 Summer Olympics and the equestrian portion of the 56 Summer Olympics, so technically twice for Stockholm. London became the first city to have hosted 3 games with the 2012 Summer Olympics. And Paris will become the second city to do this with the 2024 Summer Olympics, followed by LA, Los Angeles as the third in 2028. Well, hello, Nancy, right at the end of the show. How are you, Nancy? We're talking about the Olympics. Nancy, what's your favorite summer Olympic game? What's your favorite game in this year's Summer Olympics? Or do you even care? Maybe you don't. That's why you came at the end of the show. But okay, talking Olympics. And I love so many different events and competitions in the Olympics. I can't even tell you which one I like the most. It's very difficult. All right, going back, the United States has hosted or been awarded a total of 8 Olympic Games, more than any other country, followed by France with 5, Japan with 4, and Switzerland, UK, Austria, Australia, Canada, Italy, and Germany have each hosted or been awarded 3 games. Okay. Interesting. So ever since 1896, the Olympics have been official, guys. 135 years. That's a long time. No, 125. Yeah. 125. Now, that doesn't mean there's been 125 Olympics because it's every 4 years. But still, it's been happening for a long time. 125 years. Okay. I'm just looking at a list of different cities. Let's look at it together. We can do that for our last segment here. Why not? Okay. Here's the list, guys. Summer and winter. Okay, I'm trying to see. Does it show summer or winter? Not really. Okay, anyway, let's just look at the last ones, recent ones. Okay, they have it all the way to 2032. But okay, as far as I'm going to say the Olympics that I can remember since I was a kid. Okay, I don't remember 1980, but that was an interesting year because the US and the Soviet Union were the host cities. And they did not like each other in 1980. Interesting. Okay, no politics. 84, Yugoslavia, Sarajevo, United States, Los Angeles. I remember this Olympics. I remember how beautiful Sarajevo looked in the wintertime. I remember this. Very cool. I remember 1988, Seoul was the summer, Calgary was the winter. I remember this. 92, I remember France and Spain. France was obviously the winter. Then we have 94 and 96. I remember this. Norway was summer, United States was winter. No, opposite. I think, yeah, Atlanta was Summer Olympics that year. Yeah, they had a bombing. There was a terrorist situation that year. I remember that one. That was crazy. 1996. Okay. I don't remember. Oh, I do remember Nagano, Japan, 98. That was winter. Australia was summer. I remember. Salt Lake City in 2002. That was definitely winter. Athens was summer. Yeah, I remember all of these. Italy, winter. China, summer. And Beijing's back so fast again to host another Olympics. That's so cool. Okay, Vancouver was the winter. UK, summer. Russia, winter. Sochi. No, wait. Sochi was no, that was winter. That's right. Brazil was summer, Korea winter, Japan summer this year, and then Beijing 2022 next year. See, that's the thing. If they would have canceled the summer until next year, that's what I meant to say. You would have had summer and winter Olympics in the same year. That would have been strange. That's never happened in history. So, but okay. Here we are. Everything's working out. No problem. Then we have Youth Olympic Games. Okay, I think that's about it, guys. Number of Olympic Games by continent. That's interesting. Europe has had the most. The Americas, plural, second most. Asia, third. Oceania, fourth. Africa's never had an Olympics. This is sad. South Africa should have Summer Olympics one of these days. I mean, I don't know if there's too many places in Africa where you can hold the Winter Olympics. I mean, there's mountains that have snow, but I don't know. I think the best country equipped to hold an Olympics in Africa is definitely South Africa, and that would have to be summer. It's nice. It's really warm there. So, okay, guys. I think that is going to do it. Nancy said, Nancy's not even, are you still here, Nancy? Swimming's your favorite? I love swimming. United States has a really great swimmer. Maybe you've heard of him. Michael Phelps. Yeah, he's won. I don't even remember how many Olympic medals now, but he's not in it this year. So we have new champions. All right, guys, I think this is going to do it. We're going to sum it up for the 2020-2021 Summer Olympics in Tokyo, Japan. This was an interesting conversation. I've been enjoying these Olympics so far. I truly hope that all of you are also enjoying these Olympics, and hopefully everything goes okay with coronavirus. I think everybody's being very careful, so it should be fine. But anyway, enjoy those Olympics. Cheer on your country or your individual favorite people. And we'll see you next Sunday. I think we're even going to continue the medal count next Sunday. No COVID, only medal count. All right. Until then, we'll see you guys. Have a great day. And we'll see you soon. Bye for now.